Good morning, everyone. My name's Simon. Welcome to Simon's Trading Channel. Happy Monday to you. It's the start of a new week, a week full of hopefully opportunities. Before we get right into it with my daily Bitcoin price action analysis, just want to remind everyone who's watching that I'm not a financial advisor and therefore this is not financial advice. I'll come on to the blue lines of randomness in a moment, but as you can see, this is a weekly chart. And as it appeared towards the end of the week, a nice big girthy green candle has appeared. So a brilliant bullish closure on the weekly. And it's hard to argue against further upside when you have such price action on a higher time frame. So let's come down now to an explanation of the blue lines, and they really pertain more to the lower time frames. But these top two, so I've got this bottom line of randomness just around these weekly highs, which were clearly broken, and so this, in my opinion, now should act as weekly support. It was resistance, broken and closed above, support should then occur. This higher line, this higher blue line of randomness, represents what was resistance back over here, and maybe will represent some resistance for the weekly in the future, but only time will tell. And that's coming in around 52,250, but there's definitely probably a range up to about 55 actually. So it's about a $2,500 range from that kind of area. So that should be looked at for the moment as resistance on a weekly time frame. And then if you zoom into the lower time frames, I'm just going to jump into 4 hour. No, I'm not. I'm going to go to the daily first. And the reason for that is I've got my daily, so this bottom line is the weekly support. I've got my daily support coming in around about 47,000 with a lovely blue line of randomness. Then I've got a 4 hourly line of randomness support coming in at 47.5, so just $500 above the daily. I've then got a lower time frame support resistance. Well, there you go. Just as I was having a shower prior to recording this video, my line of support on a 15-minute time frame and an hourly has been broken, and it looks like an impulsive move. So there we are. That may now turn into a line of resistance, but we will see. I had my top line here on the lower time frames around about 48.5, which was going to be the resistance line of randomness for now. But now that price action has broken back down below the 48,000 support resistance line, that one should be treated as resistance until it's broken and closed above on the lower time frames. And so based on this most recent price action that I hadn't actually seen until I just zoomed down to this time frame now, you're probably going to get maybe a little bounce around this area because it corresponds to this wick. And who knows, maybe a retest of what would now be a resistance line around 48,000. But I would suspect that the price may retrace to more like somewhere between where the line is at 47.5 and sort of 47.7, something like that. So that might be a reasonable short-term target for a short, which I'm in. And then we'll see what happens. It feels like it's about time there was some more obvious downside. And the momentum indicators, particularly the RSI, look like they want to, put in some higher time frame bearish divergence. I think time pullbacks will only really be of significance on the lower time frames, though. until there's that one more drive up to set in some weekly bearish divergence on the RSI. Maybe that'll occur up around this 52 to 54 region. Get the weekly bearish divergence on the RSI, and then look for a reasonable pullback then, which will likely represent the next higher low on the more macro time frame, being the weekly. And then you'd take that as an opportunity to get into more of a higher time frame long again. So I've pretty much covered everything today, well within my allotted time frame. And I think I'll leave it like that. We'll come back. I'll come back to it tomorrow. So I hope you have a marvelous Monday. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Marvellous, Wales this morning. And I hope you have a great one. See you tomorrow for a Tuesday price action analysis. And do me a favor, if you did find this video of any use or even entertaining, please like and subscribe. Take care.